Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Pare Vrajakacharyasto Tarasad Sri Srimadavai Charanarvind His Divine Grace Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai Ananta Koti Vaisnava Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai Nitai Gaura Premanande Hari Hari All glories to the assembled devotees Hare Krishna All glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories, all glories, all glories to Sri Sri Guru Gauranga. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, The Creation of the Fourth Order, Chapter 26. King Puranjana goes to the forest to hunt. Text 14. Antapurastriyo prikshad Bimana eva bedisad Apiva kusalam rama Seswarinam yatha pura Antapurastriyo prikshad Vimana eva vedisat Apiva kusalam rama Seswarinam yatha pura Antapurastriyo prichad Vimana eva vedisat Apiva kusalam rama Seswarinam yatha pura
Antapurastriyo prichad
Antapurastriyo prichad
Vimana eva vedisat
Vimana eva vedisat
Apiva kusalam rama
Apiva kusalam rama
Seswarinam yatha pura
Seswarinam yatha pura Antapurastriyo prichad Vimana eva vedisat
Seswarinam yatha pura
All right, okay. Antapura, household. Striyaha, women. Aprichat, he asked. Prichami tvam. Pricha means to ask. Aprichat means past tense. Bimanaha, being very much anxious. Eva, like. Bedisat, O King Prachinabari. Api, whether. Baha, your. Kusalam, good fortune. Ramaha, O you beautiful women,
O you beautiful,
Saishwarinam,
Saishwarinam,
with your mistress,
with your mistress,
Yatha,
Yatha,
as, Pura,
Pura,
before. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. At the time, King Puranjana was a little anxious, and he inquired from the household women, "My dear beautiful women, are you and your mistress all very happy like before or not?" Let's repeat. At the time, King
King Kirtan
was a little anxious,
was a little anxious,
and he inquired from the household women,
and he inquired from the household women,
"My dear beautiful women,
My dear beautiful women,
are you and your mistress all very happy
are you and your mistress all very happy,
like before or not?"
like before or not?
Purport. In this verse, the word Bedisat indicates King Prachina Barhi. When a man becomes refreshed by association with devotees and awakes to Krishna consciousness, he consults the activities of his mind, namely thinking, feeling, and willing, and decides whether he should return to his material activities or stay steady in spiritual consciousness. The word kusalam refers to that which is auspicious. One can make his home perfectly auspicious when he engages in devotional service to Lord Vishnu. When one is engaged in activities other than Vishnu Bhakti, or in other words, when one is engaged in material activities, he is always filled with anxieties. A sane man should console his mind, its thinking, feeling, and willing processes, and decide how these processes should be utilized. If one always thinks of Krishna, feels how to serve him, and wills to execute the order of Krishna, it should be known that he has taken good instruction from his intelligence, which is called the mother. Although the king was repressed, he nonetheless inquired about his wife. Thus, he was consulting, thinking, and willing how he could return to his steady good consciousness. The mind may suggest that by Vishaya Bhoga or sense enjoyment, one can become happy, but when one becomes advanced in Krishna consciousness, he does not derive happiness from material activities. This is explained in Bhagavad Gita 259. Visaya vinivartanti niraharasya dehina rasavarjam rasopyasya param drishtva nivartate. Quote, the embodied soul may be restricted from sense enjoyment, though the taste for sense object remains. But ceasing such engagements by experiencing a higher taste, he is fixed in consciousness. Unquote. One cannot be unattached to the sense objects unless he finds better engagement in devotional service. Param drishtva nivartate. One can cease from material activities only when one actually engages in devotional service. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chakshu Unmilitam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitamena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mayyan Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalan Sri Gurun Vaisnavamsha Sri Rupam Sagrajatan Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakhanvitam Nishcha. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastuti Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrisabhanusuti Devi Pranamami Hari Pri Vancha kalpataro veksha kripa sindho vya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namini Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvisesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Satarini Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Anta purastriyo prichad bimana eva vedisat api vah kusalam rama se swarinam yatha pura. At that time, Puranjana was a little anxious and he inquired from the household women, my dear beautiful women, are you and your mistress all very happy like before or not? Good morning and Hare Krishna, everyone. Thank you for coming here this morning. Our old friend has returned. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Yes, been a while not seeing you. Krishna consciousness is a process of engaging our all the gross, subtle, and all the element that we possess within this body. Knowledge acquiring senses, our mind, our intelligence, our ego, should be engaged in glorifying God. So this mind is the king of all the senses. It's very flickery. Mind is very active, it's chanchal. Thinking, willing, and feeling, these three activities, three function of the mind, always keep thinking about something. Unless one reaches to Krishna and start thinking about Krishna, the mind keep searching objects in this material world. Actually, it is what it gives us different bodies because of that great desire to think of something, to feel of something. And this continues life after life after life after life. Because the living being, when he is separated from Krishna for time immemorial, in his deep consciousness within the heart, deep heart, he still misses the association of Krishna. That is why the soul keeps thinking about something and wander from here and there, from heaven to the hell, from here everywhere. So So Krishna consciousness is the resting place for this inquisitive mind. That is why Krishna says that you must think about me, think of me, mind, man, man, bhava, mad bhakta. Your mind should be occupied with my thoughts. Unless our mind is filled with Krishna or his qualities or his associates or his devotees or his pastimes or his qualities, then there is no other way to curb that mind and control him. And we all know that what happens when mind is not controlled. Uncontrolled mind causes so many distractions, so many difficulties, so many problems in our life. When mind is not focused, filled with Krishna's thought, then the very first thing happens is we get a great fear in our mind. Fear. Bhayam. In this world, every single living being is. This is the software. It was installed in this human body or any material bodies when the Creator created these bodies. Thirst, hunger, fear, all these are the software installed within the every living being. So Srimad Bhagavatam explains Bhayam Dvitiya Vinivesat Syad. How it arises when we start thinking that we are Dvitiya Abhinivesat, when we think that we are separated from the Supreme Lord. Dvitiya means you are second from the Lord. You are no longer together with the Lord. This is when fear arises. When we separate from the Lord, then what happens? We immediately start misidentifying ourselves that I am, then ego immediately start working. The function of the ego is to give identity, that I am Mr. such and such. I am great. I am very, very strong, very qualified, very knowledgeable. I am great atheist. I am great demon. I'm great philosopher. I'm great yogi, Gyani. All this ego comes. And we start identifying ourselves, and then we start separating ourselves from the Lord. So, Bhayam Dvitiya Abhinivesat Syad. This is a beautiful explanation. King Nimi instruct while meeting two Navayogendras. Beautiful. Let me read that here so that we all know what's going on. Isad apetasya viparyayo smriti. Isad apetayo. When we are separated from Isa, Isa means what? Controller, God, Supreme Lord. Viparyayo smriti. Our smriti, memory, become opposite. We do not think that I am eternal servant of Krishna. Now my smriti, my memory become smriti. I forget myself, who I am. That I am not the servant of God. This is what happens when we separate ourselves from God. Just like when soul leaves this body become useless and start decomposing. Similarly, when the Supreme Lord is not connected to this whole universe, then this universe also start dismantling. In the same way, when the living being start thinking or he accept or agrees that I am independent on my own, then immediately fear comes. Bhayam is right there next to that. Just like a child going to a marketplace in a very busy, hustle place, bustling city like India. A little child is grabbing the mom fingers and walking in the crowd, enjoying all the crowd, all the people, all the magic, all this. So all of a sudden, when baby is separated from mom and lost his mother in the crowd, and what happened? He immediately start crying. This is exactly happened to the living being when we are separated from Krishna. And when we live for a long time without Krishna's association, then our memory bewilders. We start losing all the memories. And this is because of tanmayaya, by the illusory potency of the Lord. It make us forget Krishna. Mayaya, by Maya. Maya means here the illusory potency of the Lord. Buddha a bhajetam bhaktaika esam. So the intelligent people, Buddha means Buddha bhava samanvita. Intelligent people, what do they do? Bhakti, by the devotion. Bhakti means by devotion. Isam, devotion to the Lord, Supreme Lord, Isam. How Guru Devata Atma, taking shelter of spiritual master and considering the spiritual master as just like a Supreme Lord, Devata Atma. Like a life and soul. So this is the process to come out from the fear in this material world. Approaching the divine, the Lord, through spiritual master and practicing devotional service with great faith in the heart. And try to reconnect ourselves. Try to re-establish our lost relationship with Krishna. Even though the relationship is already there within our heart. It's not brought and installed from outside. But we need to remind ourselves by practicing Krishna consciousness that we are eternal part and parcel of Krishna. Our existence is impossible without the presence of God. So when a devotee understands this fact, then his life becomes a green garden. A garden filled with greenery. Beautiful flowers, colorful green trees, nice bushes, lake, birds, all kind of things. Become desertified life, become green field. And in that relationship, when devotees perform some service, they get great pleasure. That seva sukha is what all the great Vaishnavas are asking. Ami baro dukhi, Karo more sukhi. I am so sad in this world. Make me happy means devotee is not demanding to Krishna that make me happy. I want to be happy. But no, this give me your service, and from your service, the pleasure I receive, that will make me happy. And then by doing that service to you, you become happy, the Supreme Lord. This is the relationship between the service, the devotee and Krishna. The pleasure we derive from service, just like our devotees, Mataji, they are filling little bag of prasadam. The pleasure they are deriving doing this is what keeps them in Krishna consciousness. The day we feel that pleasure in doing our service, whatever it is, if we do it out of heart, out of love, out of happiness, then you are really connecting, doing something in Krishna consciousness. The pleasure to go out and distribute book to the people and hear their realization, that gives great pleasure to the book distributors. When they become very happy, they receive the book, then they think, I was looking for a lifetime, many, many years. I got it. So nice, crying, tears. Yeah, that is love of Krishna consciousness. That inspire devotees. So fear is always there, but there are good fear and bad fear. Sunday, I'm talking Sunday evening. So tomorrow I'm talking the same thing about fear, but I'm just practicing beforehand. There are good fear and bad fear. In Vaidhi Bhakti, we all are guided and directed by fear. Fear of not committing aparadhas, fear of not doing any seva aparadha, fear of not committing Vaisnava aparadha, fear of not insulting other living being. All fear is a good thing. If we analyze fear, is in one way it is good thing that it keeps us in a track. But devotees do not fear for how do I manage my plate tomorrow morning? How do I manage my dhoti next Janmashtami festival? How do I make my future better protected? Like brahmacharis, those who live in temple and stay away from mingling, family, household life, they have a fear in their mind that what happened to my future? That if something happened, will I be able to maintain my vows? Or should I marry now or and start thinking something better? But this kind of fear arises in every people's heart. So this kind of unnecessary fear will go away from devotees. But the fear, some higher fear will always remain. If we analyze real grihasthas who are struggling in this world, they should be more fearful about what happened to me in future, because I am engaged for satisfying my family members. I'm working so hard to just make a little small tiny living. I am not fearful what will happen if I do not become serious Krishna conscious devotees. So brahmacharis are free. They do not have any engagement. They do not have anyone to think about, any responsibilities. They are a single person. They can completely dedicate in their life in the service of Krishna. So this kind of unnecessary fear goes away from the minds of devotees when they take up Krishna consciousness seriously. And when one advances in Krishna consciousness and become very pure devotees, he still does have fear in his mind that may I never forget Krishna in my life. Prabhupada also said that I am fearful of Maya, so he would come to the deity and pray to the Lord, my dear Lord, please kindly make me always remember you. Make me dance as you like, and may I never fall into this beautiful lap of Maya. So even in pure devotion, fear is there. If you analyze the love, there are two things in love. One is sneha. Sneha means affection, prema, and the other is fear. This makes the love complete. Like if somebody make a girlfriend, a beautiful girlfriend, he always thinking about, oh my God, if this girl will go away from my life. And he promises that I am ready to die for you. He never says, I am ready to live for you. A real lover, when he expresses love for his girlfriend, I am ready to die for you. This is exactly applied in Krishna consciousness, that we are promising to Krishna, my dear Lord, I am ready to die for you thousands of times for your service. And please kindly keep me. I have a great fear that I may lose this opportunity. See, the fear and affection comes together in pure love. We can understand from life of Brajavasis, they are always fearful that what happened to what something bad may happen to Krishna. They always live in fear and affection for Krishna. That is pure Krishna consciousness. And the Brajavasis, the devotees in Vrindavan, they are the topmost devotees that our Acharyas has explained in throughout the scriptures. And Srimad Bhagavatam is simply teaching us how do we have the same love that Brajavasis, especially gopis, especially Radharanis, they have for Krishna, and we need to cultivate that love. So this is the activities, this is the characteristic of a devotees when they are in love with Krishna, and they do have that fear. But they are do not fearful unnecessarily. What will happen to me? What will be my security? What will be my all this insurance and everything, health and this and that? They completely forget about this. We get rid from all this unnecessary fear, and we cultivate the real fear that we may never leave Krishna. So to such devotees, Krishna come and personally give darshan, talks to him. We have a great devotee named Jayadeva Goswami. You all of you have heard this name. Have you heard, Jamuna? What about Curtis? Did you hear Jayadeva Goswami? You did? Yeah. Jayadeva Goswami, he was there about in maybe in 12th centuries. About 300 years ago, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came. And Jayadeva Goswami was a great poet. He would write very nice, beautiful poem to glorify Krishna. And there's a very famous song written by Jayadeva Goswami, which is famously known as Gita Govinda. Gita Govinda. This song is still goes on in Jagannath Puri temple. Before the Lord goes to bed, he hears this song every day. Gita song, Govinda, the song of Govinda. And Jayadev Goswami, he would meditate and see Krishna, and after seeing certain things, and he would write letters, compose words of his poetry. He just would just concoct and write something. Meditation, he would see Krishna, visualize God and his pastimes, and he would write some words. And at some time, when he thought and saw something, Jayadev Goswami could not believe that. He saw that Radharani, Krishna was touching the feet of Srimati Radharani. In his meditation, he saw that scene. Now he has to write that line in his poetry, but he hesitated. He thought, oh, how is it possible that Radharani, Krishna is touching Radharani? Radharani should touch the Krishna's feet. Should be opposite. It would be offensive if I write this line, so I should not write it. Because he was well known to the Madhurya Rasa, that the intimate relationship between Krishna and gopis, but he was not quite familiar about Krishna can do that to Radharani. And then he thought, okay, maybe it would be offensive to write like that. Let me go to Ganges and take shower and come back and maybe think later on what to write. And he went to Ganges. And when he came back, Krishna personally came to his home when his wife Padmavati was there. He came in the form of Jayadev. He did not come like, I am Krishna. No, he just came and she served him as a husband. Hello, yes, husband. Nice, he's a prasadam, time for prasadam. And he went to the room and he wrote the missing line that Jayadev did not complete.
Yeah. In prayer,
Yeah.
The translation.
Jaya Jaya Deva Hari. Yeah. Nindase yajna vediraha sruti jatam sadaya ridaya darshita pasughatam. Oh, this is the Dasavatar. It's not Gita Govinda. Kesavadrita. This is also Jayadeva. But Gita Govinda is. Can you find Gita Govinda? Come here. Find out. Look for Gita Govinda.
I'll give you the exact quote.
Yeah.
I gave this 2 weeks ago. I gave this syntax.
Yeah.
This is the syntax.
You did? Okay.
Gita Govinda.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'll-
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Jaya Jaya Deva Hare. Jaya Jaya Deva Hare. So this is the end line of the verse. So this is what happened. Krishna comes to see the devotees when they are ready, they are pure, they are nice, doing this heartfelt service to the Lord. And from this example, when Lord Krishna came to see Jayadeva's wife, we learn that Krishna wants to see the devotee who are serving the pure devotees. They get first chance to see Krishna. See how beautiful opportunity it is. That's why we are always inspiring people to be the servant of the servant of the servant of the servant. Dasa anu dasa. Prabhuji already have explained that story. One time when he wrote Gita Govinda, and he could visualize that he saw Radha and Krishna. In his meditation, one time he saw Radha Krishna became one. And that personality became very Eloise, like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Lord Chaitanya told him that I would appear in Kali Yuga in Navadip Dham, and I will hear your song every day, personally myself. That is who Jayadev Goswami is. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would, when he came, he would also hear Gita Govinda every day. One time when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Jayadev Goswami wrote this Gita Govinda, the king of that time became very envious of him because he thought that this devotee became very popular because of his profound, prolific devotional writing. No, I should write my own Gita Govinda because I am king and he is getting more and more popular. Then he wrote something Avijit Gita Govinda or something. Then people became confused what to do. This he is claiming that this is real Gita Govinda and this is real Gita Govinda. Which one is better? So the Pujari brought both copies of the song before the Lord altar, and they closed the altar. And next day when they came in, the one which was written by the king was tore apart on the floor, and the song which was written by Jayadev Goswami was in the deity's hand. And they from there that day, yeah, this is real Gita Govinda. Lord personally chose the writing. And there's a beautiful long story about Jayadev Goswami. He was never ready. He was never desiring to marry. He left his home and went to the Jagannath Puri. And somebody sadhu came, and his daughter, Lord Jagannath told me in my dream that I should give my daughter to you, and you should marry my daughter. And Jayadev Goswami said, no, I am not going to marry because I left home, family, everything. I want to take sannyas. I am already renounced from all these things. So, no, it is the order of the Lord. How can I deny it? You should accept it. The father insisted and left the daughter and went home. Padmavati, poor Padmavati, what should I do, girl? Should I take you back home to your father? I am not interested really, but I am in trouble now, great trouble. What should I do? No problem, wherever you keep me, I don't mind you. I already accepted you as my husband. I simply serve you, wherever you keep me, I don't mind. This is how he got married. And Padmavati was such a fortunate woman. She could see the darshan of Krishna, not only once, twice. So this is the opportunity for all the devotees, that when we practice Krishna consciousness and we give up these external affairs in this material world and try to implement some kind of little bit detachment, vairagya, then we can experience this love. We can experience Krishna's presence in our life personally, because you experience it, you feel it. You have your personal relationship with Krishna. He can manifest that sweet relationship with him, and then this is what inspires us, and we keep in Krishna consciousness, survive. But if we do not connect ourselves with the astounding qualities of Krishna, Vaichitriya is called Vichitra. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Janma karma chame divya. Divya means transcendental. Transcendental means not something light, oh, very vast. No. All the divine qualities of Krishna. When we see the qualities and we amaze ourselves, we are in awe. Then we are connected to Krishna. Then everything we do, we can see that how Krishna is, how amazing Krishna is. So devotee has that talent, that vision to see Krishna's transcendental nature in everything, every single thing. But if we do not have that, then everything looks very contradictory. Why did Krishna do that? Why did Krishna did that? Why did Krishna kill that? Why Krishna is God? Why Krishna is dancing with so many gopis? Everything becomes so doubtful for the non-devotees. So this Krishna consciousness teaches us to get connected to that transcendental qualities of Krishna, and then we become finished. We no longer remain normal person in this material world. We start become crazy, like dancing and singing and chanting. And the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu got crazy by chanting the holy name. That is why he distributed something which is very expensive, very important, which someone is not at all qualified. Like somebody when he is drunk, when someone is drunk, he reveals everything, all the truth. He distributes his money to the people. Take it, take it, take it. And then when he is out of the drunk, then, oh my God, I distributed all my money. Why did I do that? This is exactly why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is distributing this knowledge. Advaita Acharya says, Tumi pagal, ami pagal. You are mad, I am mad. So you are distributing this Krishna prema in madness, which we are not qualified to receive that prema, love of God. And when one has Krishna prema, the moksha is a side effect of prema. No need to go to Kumbh Mela and to take bath to get moksha, because the nectar of holy name is million times higher than moksha conception that you derive from taking bath in Ganges. You can definitely go and do it, not a problem. But people think this is all in all. Hare Krishna, Shri Gaur Nitai ki jai. So moksha is the side effect of prema bhakti, and this prema bhakti was given to us by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu when he was not ordinary person, he was mad. So we have to grab this opportunity to grab this prema, love of God, that was distributed by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Oh, Krishna did not do that, because Krishna thinks when we come to Krishna, then Krishna can scan our mind, our sinful activities, our the whole history. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he got mad, he ignored everything and just give it, take it, freely distribute it. Namahat Ekadina Santipure. There's a song. Oh, no. Nadia Godrume Nityananda Mahajan. Nadia Godrume Nityananda Mahajan. Pathiache na. I forgot the song. Shraddhavan jan hai, Shraddhavan jan. Like that. There's a marketplace opened by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Nadia. Please come and greet this holy name. It's freely distributed, which would cost millions of dollars. You would never ever get it, but now it is freely available. Please come and grab it. This is the concept. That when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu got mad, he did not see our qualification to receive it. Otherwise, we are completely unqualified to receive this highest love of God. So we got this opportunity somehow or other. We happen to be born in this time, and we joined this movement started by Prabhupada, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all the acharyas, and how lucky we are. This is, you can imagine your fortune. Imagine your good fortune and utilize it in Krishna consciousness. Okay, this is 46. Any questions, comment, or anything? Realization or anything? All right. Okay.
When you were talking about being the servant of the servant and the servant, just for clarification, you mean like disciplic succession?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. This is a disciple succession. Remain under a bona fide spiritual master. Do not become puffed off. Then I know more than you. Now I learned something, so I do not need you anymore. I can survive on my own. I can make my own ideas. Remain always humble and under such guidance. You will be protected. Krishna loves that more.
So, I present this concept to my brother. He used to be a strong Christian, preaching it and all, and he got fried with that. And then, so now with this, I present it, and he goes, well, still somebody's ideas, and why should I submit? That kind of feeling and mood. Well, how can I convince him? Like he's incredibly intelligent.
Yeah. Still show your loving desire to help him, love him just the way you want. Just love him and let him play with his argument, logic, and everything. And literature will help, and feed him some Krishna's prasadam. And by seeing your steady devotion for many years and seeing you always happy with no depression, one day Krishna will make him think, what is the secret of this guy being so successful in his spiritual life? He will think one day positively. This may be this life, next life, but this is going to happen one day.
So he says, this was all written by man. And just yesterday, a Christian came up to the table, how do you know this is written by God? I mean, I have my ideas, but I'm curious as to how you would say that. How would you convince them?
Yeah, this is written by man, that is true, but what is written here? See the content. Is it talking about something mundane material or mundane topics? What is it? What is the scripture talking about? Try to analyze through the logic. And if you see it is something beyond our mundane affairs, then whoever is wrote, should be empowered from somebody. It is not easy to argue with the atheistic people. It's not easy. And it is really disturbing. They know more logic than devotee does. That's why they are atheist. But again, arguing unnecessarily is also not helpful. All right, great. Would you like to read and give me your comment after reading this, if this is written by ordinary man or you find something important, something mystical? Once they come in contact with the lines and reads, then super soul within, Guru will turn off their atheistic argumentative mentality If they are fortunate, again, fortune come. If they are fortunate enough. Otherwise, Krishna gives you opportunity. The way they speak is also given by Krishna. Krishna inspires someone who want to be atheistic. He make him to become stronger, powerful atheist. This is again backing up by Krishna himself. So if they want to remain in their way, then it is your choice. Hare Krishna. But could you please read this book and let's discuss, give me some commentary on what you find and inspire them that your idea is really great. I like it. But my books are presenting something different idea. Maybe it will help you to become even more, to gather more argument. Somehow or other, make them convince and praise them because they like to be praised. If you say you are rascal, you are nonsense, Prabhupada can speak, he's pure devotee, he doesn't see anyone as devotee or non-devotee, he sees everyone equal. They'll see everything in the world. Yeah, I think that way you help. I think we are late, but
You know, okay. Earlier, Srila Prabhupada came to the West. He challenged defeat all those demons who was thinking, those book are useless or those one by men. That's why Srila Prabhupada says, study my book, because the more the Kali Yuga advances, the more the demon become powerful. And the demon and the devotee get to become very strong. We have to study Srila Prabhupada's book, or otherwise we will be defeated by the demon. So it's very important to read those books. If you distribute them, you have to know what I'm talking about. So if you do book distribution, you have to study because you're going to meet a lot of demons and they try to tell you, even so-called religious people, they will try to tell you this is nonsense.
thank you. Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.
That's right.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.